Hello again there, APBA fans and APBA football enthusiasts, to a game here. We got some bonus coverage going to the fourth quarter of a game between the 2024 Arizona Cardinals and 2024 Seattle Seahawks. Cardinals leading this game 20-13, even though they've had 3 lost fumbles and an interception. They still somehow are leading the game here as Seattle just turned the ball over as Walker fumbled going in the end zone and rolled out the back of the end zone. And Arizona had it first and 10 to go after the touchback, but on the last play of the third quarter, Connor lost a fumble. This is a rematch of a first round game that Arizona won 44-24. And the winner of this game will play the loser of the Detroit Green Bay Packer winners bracket game, and the loser of this game will be out of the tournament. So let's get ready here for some bonus coverage here at the beginning of the fourth quarter with Arizona with the ball. 2nd down and 13 to go from their own 17-yard line, and they have the 7-point lead. Last time they scored a touchdown, they could have went up by 8 points. However, the extra point was blocked. So 2nd and 13. How are we going to start this off? 2nd and 13. They're going to do a little screen pass. Little screen pass to Connor. Back in the pocket. Kyler Murray. His own 17-yard line. 24 is a 12. That could be a little bit. 6. That's to put them in the B index. To bump them up to the A. 25. On the 2nd and 13, going to put them in the D. 24 is the 12. Connor catches that one. He goes 8 yards. That puts Murray over 200 yards today. It gives him 206 yards passing on the day. So a 3rd down. And 5 to go. 3rd and 5. They're going to do a little short pass. Short pass to Michael Wilson. Kyler Murray back in the pocket. Looking. 13 is a 9. That could be good. 2. That puts him in the C index, which would be a B because he's an A receiver. 24. Puts him in a standard defense. 13 is a 9. 8-yard completion. Got the 1st down. 214 yards today for Kyler Murray. Wilson. That is his 3rd catch. 59 yards. They are 3 for 5 on 3rd down conversions today. So now they are up to the 33-yard line. 14 minutes left in the game. They're going to go back and they're going to run Connor inside. Handoff. Murray. Connor. 61 is a 28. Going to put them in the A index. What I have here is Arizona has a 37 offense. Seattle has a 37 defense. And here is my floating index. And on the +0, 8 puts them into A. 44 puts them into standard. 61's a 20, but they got a successful key. 20 drops to 22. 4-yard run for Connor. 2nd down. 6 to go. Arizona trying to put a drive together here. Try to keep my time clock caught up here. I do keep time on my score sheet, so once in a while I will miss it here, but I will get it caught up. 2nd down, 6 to go. to throw a little short pass to the third wide receiver, Greg Dortch. Short pass. Murray back in the pocket, looking around. 9. 9 puts him in the A index. That makes the B go up to the A. Second column, 26. That is a standard. 26-14. He hits him for 5-yard completion. 2:19 on the day for Murray. Dortch's second catch for 30 yards. And here we are. We got a 3rd down and 1 to go. 3rd and 1. What's the call going to be? They're going to go inside run. Connor on the 3rd and 1. Handoff. Connor. 46 is a 24. 1 puts them into C. 15 puts them into G. And they got a successful key on them. 2. Wow, they were looking for this play. 24 drops to 26. No gain. Connor cannot get the first down. Now we got ourselves a 4th down. 1 to go. And what they going to do? They're going to go for it. They're going for it on 4th and 1. That's the way they do it in the NFL nowadays. They're going to run Murray inside on 4th and 1. Here's the handoff. Murray. 12's a 27. He is not going to make it. Oh my. Plus we're going to have an offensive injury. 5 puts him in the B index. Second dice roll. 12 puts him in the G. Right column. 12's a 27. No gain for Murray. Now there's going to be a turnover on downs. And with that 12, we have an offensive injury on the play. Offensive injury, 56. That is the 0-10. Wilson is hurt on the play. How bad is Wilson hurt? He's a J4. It's a 5. He'll be out for the game. Boy, that play just totally blew up in every direction. So Wilson's going to the medical tent. Who will be the other receiver? When they get the ball back, Jay Jones will be the receiver, and that will put them down to a -1. But right now, the questionable call gives Seattle the ball at the Arizona 42-yard line. They're going to start out. They're going to make a little medium. They're going medium pass to Smith and Najigba. They're going to try and make him pay for it right away. Geno Smith back in the pocket, looking downfield. 45 is a 10. 2. That's a C index. I'll put him into the B. 53 puts him into D. 45 is a 10. Incomplete pass into Jigba. Early in the game, Geno Smith was hitting a lot of passes when he wasn't getting sacked. The second half, he has been ice cold. They are a +2 as they have the 37 offense versus the 35 defense. So they're a +2 on my 10-sided dice floating index. They're going to come back with a inside run. Walker on 2nd and 10. 46 is a 24. 3. On the +2, that puts them in the B index. 14 puts them in the standard. They were actually looking for this play. 46, 24. He can only get 1 yard. 106 yards on 14 carries today for Walker. So 1 yard. Now they got the 3rd down and 9 to go. And are they going to be in 4-down territory? We will check it out. I'm going to start out with a little short pass to Fant. See if we can get some of the yardage here on 3rd down. We check the time clock. 11:30 left. So I do got to keep this time clock caught up. So short pass to Fant. 43 is a 30. He is going to get sacked for the 6th time today. 7 puts him in the B index. 13 puts him in the standard. 30, he goes back and he is crushed for a 12-yard loss. That's the kind of day it's been. He's lost 47 yards in sack yardage today. That means it will not be 4-down territory, as they got to give the ball back to the Seahawks. They got to give the ball back to Seahawks. Got to punt it away and give it back to the Cardinals. Here comes the punter. Here comes Michael Dixon punting from his own side of the field. 33 is a 4. That's a 52 TA. And they are going to let it roll. Bring up my let it roll chart. Seven. That ball rolls 7 yards, so it rolls in the end zone. So he ends up with a 54-yard touchback. One, two, three, four, five. That is the 6th punt of the day. So after the Cardinals went for it last time, they could not get the 1st down. It does not hurt them. And here we go again with the Cardinals. And Kyler Murray and company. We got Jones in at wide receiver. 1st down. They're going to try to put a drive together here. They're going to run Connor inside on 1st down. They're a -1 on the offensive index. -1. 5 puts them in the B. 2nd dice roll. 26 puts them in the standard. 26. 24. Connor can only get 1 yard on that one. It has been tough going. 64 yards today for Connor. We got a 2nd down. 9 to go. They're going to throw a little short pass to the tight end from Colorado State, McBride. 2nd and 9. Snake Eyes is a 3. That's going to be a big play here. 9 puts them into A index. 2nd dice roll. 25 puts them into standard. Snake Eyes. 3. 1st down +7. 16-yard completion. 235 yards today for Murray. 16 yards for McBride. 1st down. 6 catch. And that was a big one. 4, 14, 15, 16. 1st down at the 37-yard line. We got 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. Arizona trying to come down and get the 2-score lead. 1st down, they're going to throw a short pass. Jay Jones is in the game. Can't even say it. Short pass to Jones. Ooh, Snake Eyes is a 3. 5 puts him in the B index. 46 standard. It's going to be successful. Double cover. 3 drops to a 5. Comes in the game for the injured player, and he is on the board with a 15-yard reception. That's a chain mover, 15 yards. Kyler Murray heating up. He's up to 250 yards. They are across midfield. Keeping that clock turning down. Official time, 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Connor out, getting a little break. They're bringing in Benson. Benson's going to run one inside. They're going to be -3 on the index here. Handoff inside. Benson, 56. There's a 24. 4 on the -3 index. That's going to put them in the C. 25 standard. 56, 24. 2-yard run for Benson. He has 2 carries today for a total of a -1 yard. That makes it 2nd down, 8 to go. Connor back in. Benson out. Short pass to Connor. Murray backing up. He's looking. 42. 42 is an 8. That's going to be a decent pass. It should be 7. That puts him in the B, which will go up to the A index. Second dice roll, 15 on the 2nd and 8. That puts him in the standard. 42. 11-yard completion to Connors. 261 yards for Murray. Connors, 6 catch out of the backfield for 66 yards. Move to chains, 11 yards. First down, 35-yard line. Clock keeps ticking. We're actually down 8 minutes and 15 seconds. All righty, what's the call going to be here on first down? They're going to run Connor inside. See if he can get a decent pickup on first down. 7 puts him in the B index. 23 puts him in the G. Snake Eyes is a K. We're going to use the big dice on the second dice K roll. 26 is a 16. Bust through the hole. And Connor goes 9 yards. 73 yards on the day for Connor. Found a gaping hole there in the Seattle defense. Now we got ourselves a 2nd down. 1 to go. Connor's out. Benson in. 2nd and 1. Benson inside. Now they're within the 30-yard line. Benson inside. 23 is a 29. He is not going to get it. 1 puts him in the C index. 52 was actually a standard. He loses 3 on that. He's back to a -4 on the day. Now we got a 3rd down. And 4 to go. Benson out. And in comes Michael Carter at halfback. And they're going to do a short pass to Carter. It'll be a -3 on the index. They are still within the 30-yard line. Short pass. 51. What a pass by Murray. 5. Puts him in the B. That'll jump up to the A. 41. Going to put them in the D. 7. That is an 8-yard completion out of the backfield to Carter, his second catch. And that was a big one. That is a chain mover. That is a third down conversion. That puts us down to 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. $21-yard line. Field goal would give them the 2-score lead. 21-yard line. They're going to run Connor inside. 2 puts them in the C. 34 puts them in the standard. 51, 16. Connor, 8 more yards. 81 yards on the day. Second down. 2 to go. As we are down to 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Connor has 22 carries for 81 yards. Second down, 2 to go. They're giving it to Connor again. 2nd and 2. The other guys were not able to move the ball. Benson's been struggling, so hand off Connor. 2nd and 2. 2 puts him into C index. 52 on a 2nd and 2 puts him in a standard. 53, 17. 4-yard run. Connor, first down. 85 yards on the day. That keeps that clock moving. As they're down to the 9-yard line. 5:45 left in the game. Trying to eat up the clock. Carter in. Connor out. Carter in. This Connor needs to get a break. So they are a -3 on the index. Inside run. -3. 7 puts them into B. 31 puts them into standard. 52 on Carter's a 26. He gets 2 yards on that. There's some good power running there. 2-yard run. Down to the 7. Now it's 2nd down. Goal to goal from the 7. They're going to throw one from the 7. They're going to throw a short pass to Mercedes, Marvin, Harrison, Murray, back, looking around. 64 is a 9. 0 puts them in the A index. 43 puts them in the standard. 64 is the 9. 3-yard completion to Harrison. Made a move, couldn't quite get to the end zone. 4 catches today for 30 yards for Harrison. We got 3rd down from the 4-yard line. 4:45 left in the game. Connor back in the game. 3rd and 4. Connor inside. 4 on the -1. That puts them in the B. 15 puts them into G, and they got a successful key on them. 13 was it 18. Dropped to the 20. He can only get 1 yard. 86 yards on the day for Connor. And it will be 4th down. as this drive dies at the 3-yard line. And out comes the kicker. Can Ryland get the 20-yard field goal to give the Cardinals the lead here? A 2-score lead. 63 is a 30. Oh my. From the 3-yard line? That is blocked. X10. Oh no. 20-yard field goal is blocked. X10. X10 and the 12 is the dice roll. X10. Minus 22 D8. Back to the 25-yard line. Who's the D8? Witherspoon is just going to fall on it. Witherspoon does not have a fumble run on his card, so when they don't have a fumble run on the card, I tend to let them fall on it. But what a break there. And with 4 minutes left in the game, Seattle is hanging around as Arizona could not get the chip shot field goal to get the 2-score lead. Now we got 4 minutes left in the game. And Arizona's going to go into a slight pass defense. Not full-blown prevent, but on first down they'll be looking for the pass. What they're going to do on first down, they're actually going to throw a short pass. They're throwing it to Kenny Walker out of the backfield. Twelve's a 26. Geno Smith's going to have to run it. He's going to run it against a B index. We got a scrambler. $14 is a 35, so there's a penalty on the play. But if this is a pre-snap penalty, I'm going to ignore the penalty. We got a 6:51. That's actually going to be an offsides. It's going to be a defensive offsides. Let's shake again to see what the result of the play was. He was only going to gain 3 yards on it, so they're going to take the offside penalty. And that will make it 1st and 5. .345 left in the game. I'll throw a short pass to Metcalf. Geno Smith, 1st and 5. 51 is a 7. 1, so see, they'll put him in the B index. 32 puts him in the D. 51 is a 7. Completes it for 6 yards and a first down. 170 yards today for Geno Smith. Metcalf, 6 yards. He has 7 catches for only 33 yards. Now we got a first down. We have 3 minutes left in the game. 3:15. So first down. Medium path. Medium pass to Smith. Najigba. From Ohio State, Smith back in the pocket, looking downfield. 41 is a 21. That might not be good. 7. So we'll end up with the A receiver in the A index, but they're in the G. Actually be standard. 21, it flutters incomplete to Najigba. He's had a rough go of it today. He's targeted 8 times, that's 4 catches for 49 yards. Second down, 10 to go. They're going to come back and they're going to throw a little screen pass to Walker on 2nd and 10. Back in the pocket. Smith dumping it off. 46 is a 15. 7. They're going to end up in the A index with the A receiver. 31. Puts him in the D. 46 is a 15. He goes 5 yards. Not quite the play they're looking for. He has 5 catches today for 37 yards. We got the tough 3rd down situation. They got to get the 1st down before they can start really trying to attack down the field. So what they do now is a short pass, short to Fant. They got to get the 1st down. 0 puts them into A. 26 puts them into D. 61 is a 10. That is a 9-yard completion to Fant. That is a 1st down. That was a huge 3rd down conversion. Fant, 3 catches. 36 yards. And we were at the 2-minute warning. They were at midfield. All their timeouts left. Seattle trying to come down in this game here. 1st down, medium pass. 1st down, medium pass to Lockett. Back in the pocket. Smith, can he keep protection on him? Throwing downfield. 45 is a 10. 9 puts him in the A index. 13. Oh boy, that's a blown coverage. They go to the G line. 45 is a 10. 8-yard completion. 192 on the day. Lockett, 8 yards. Does his 2nd catch. He has 27 yards. And they're going to call their 1st timeout. That was a short pass. Would have been out of bounds, but it was a medium pass. So they got 2 timeouts left. And we are down to 1:45 left in the game. 2nd and 2. Short to Metcalf. So anything under 9 yards or under will be out of bounds. Short pass to Metcalf. Oh no, 66 is a 2. This could be huge. 5. They're going to be in the A. 44. That is going to put them in the D. 66 is a 2. We got a 34 or a 19. And what that means is Metcalf is a wide receiver. Free safety for Arizona is a 3. So on a short pass, 1 through 4, the free safety makes the tackle 19 yards down the field. So he's the big dice roll. 19-yard completion. What a huge play. He's up to 211 yards today now. 19-yard completion to Metcalf. 52 yards on the day. And they're letting the clock go on that one. 7, 17, 18, 19. They are down to the 23-yard line. They got a first down. They got 1:15 left in the game. And they got their timeouts. So with 1:15 left, they're going to go medium pass to Jackson. Smith, Najigba, back in the pocket, looking around, looking. 61 is a 10. 5. B's going to go up to the A. 13. That's a blown coverage again. 13 puts him in the G. 61. 10. He completes a 10-yard pass, and he is out of bounds. What a play. 221 yards passing. Najigba, 59 yards. First down. And they are down to the 13-yard line. That takes the medium pass off the table. They got 1 minute left. All they got left is the either short passes or some runs. They got their timeouts. 13-yard line. Back looking. Going to throw a short pass to Fant. 34 is a 35. That's a penalty. 6:45 on the penalty. 6:45 is a 21. 21 on my Phil Malloy chart penalties. That's going to be pass interference offense. That's going to be 10 yards. But we got to resolve the play to see what the play was. Oh, and it would have been a big one. Snake eyes. That would have been a big play there, but they got to back it up 10 yards. And that was a completion. Offensive penalty. That's going to keep the clock moving. So they're going to call timeout. We have 45 seconds left in the game. Seattle calls their second timeout. But now they got a first down and first in a bundle. They're going to go medium to Metcalf. That puts the medium pass back on the table. Back in the pocket. Can Smith make the play? 55. So 5 puts them in the A index. 33 puts them in the D. 55 is a 6. 19-yard completion to Metcalf. Three 13. It's going to go to second down. And they got to call their last timeout. So here they are, third down. 4 to go. Any short pass under 4 yards would be any short pass would be out of bounds anyway, so they're going to short pass. Third down. Short pass to Walker out of the backfield. On 3rd and 4, down by 7. 30 seconds left in the game. Smith, back, looking. 26 is a 13. Oh boy, that could be a fumble here. 4. That's a B index, so he's going up to the A. 64. That actually puts him in the 1 line. They got a nickel back on him. And it's a double cover. They got all kinds of stuff going on here. 26. It don't matter on that. It's a 13. We have a F-32. F-32. Let's see what the result of the play is. Does he get the 4 yards out of it? Before the 54. F-32 54. Oh boy. F-32 54. It is minus 11. D7. He is hit. He's fumbled. It's a strip sack. It is fumbled away. That was F-32 54. Minus 11. Recovered by Bunting. Recovers the fumble. And the Cardinals are going to hold on and win this game. Unbelievable finish. Murphy Bunting comes up out of the pile. And with 15 seconds left in the game, we have a turnover. Kyler Murray walks up to the huddle. Walks up there. He kneels on the ball. That is the last play of the game. And unbelievable as the Cardinals hold on for a thrilling 20-13 victory. As Seattle and Geno Smith brought the team right down the field, but then a penalty backed him up. And he gets strip sacked. Be back in a little bit with some details. So a little recap and summary of the losers bracket game that Arizona somehow wins this game over Seattle 20-13. In my notes, I got Arizona with 3 lost fumbles, a blocked field goals, and a failed 4th down. Somehow hold on for the 20-13 win. Smith and the Seahawks down to the 4-yard line, and a strip sack ends their chances of winning the game. Statistically, first of all, I'll run down the scoring here. Early in the game, Seattle actually scored the first 10 points of the game as Walker, after a long drive, a 1-yard touchdown run, and Myers hit a 21-yard field goal. They were up and they were running away 10-0. But then in the second quarter, Wilson caught a 34-yard pass from Murray. McBride a 3-yard pass. They had the 14-10 lead, and right at the end of the half there, Murray gets strip sacked. Seattle got the recovery and kicked a 44-yard field goal to cut it to 14-13 at the half. And then the only scoring we had here in the second half was Murray on a 4-yard run, give Arizona the 20-13 lead. The extra point was blocked, and that kept it a 7-point game. And then in my bonus coverage, which showed the whole fourth quarter, there was no scoring, but there was opportunities. As once again, Arizona got down there. They had a blocked field goal. And on the other way, all the way down the field, and at the last, right at the goal line, strip sack. And there was another right before I started the bonus coverage where Walker, Seattle's right down there, and he fumbled through the end zone on an RP board. And that's how Arizona got the ball right at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So go down some team statistics here. Statistic-wise, nothing real impressive. Arizona, 341 yards, total yards. Seattle's 297. 4 turnovers for Arizona, 3 lost fumbles, and they had the interception. 2 turnovers for Seattle. Both teams ran 62 plays. 104 yards rushing for Seattle, 85 yards rushing for Arizona. Go over some individual statistics here. Passing, Kyler Murray was 23 for 29 for 271 yards to 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Connor, 24 carries, 86 yards. So he had 86 yards, but the team had 85 yards total rushing. Big receivers today was McBride, 6 catches, 72 yards and a touchdown. Wilson had 3 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown. Connor out of the backfield, 6 catches for 66 yards. Go over to the Seattle side of it, 25 for 35 for 244. Smith, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Walker had a big day running the ball, 14 for 106 and a touchdown. Charbonnet had 5 carries, and every one of them resulted in no gain. So he had 106 yards rushing with the team 104. Big receiver today was Metcalf. He had 9 receptions out of the 10 targets for 71 yards. Smith DeJigba, 5 catches for 59, as everything was spread around pretty good. Punting-wise, only 2 punts today for Arizona as they kept turning the ball over, and Dixon had 6 punts. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan, with the end of the losers bracket game. Seattle, they'll try again next year, but they are out of the tournament, and Arizona will wait for the Detroit Green Bay winner. It could be a matchup, a rematch with Detroit. So I hope you enjoyed. And as always, if you liked some of the stuff you've been seeing, if you could subscribe to my channel, any comments, any likes, appreciate it all. And keep playing the APBA sports games. You can tell by right here, anything can happen. You guys have a great football week. Goodbye.